Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Tuesday, May the 14th. We've got two games tonight. We got Game 5 of the Knicks and Pacers series, and we got Game 5 of the Nuggets and Timberwolves series. Both these series are tied 2-2, so these are some really big games tonight. Obviously, Game 5, typically when the series are tied, heading into Game 5, that's a really important game, so I'm excited to watch these games tonight. I got two early props I do like for these games on Tuesday. We're going to talk about a prop that I like from each one of these games. So before we talk through these two plays, as always, if you guys enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, get your first deposit matched up to $100. And I do want to shout out Prizepicks real quick because they do have a promo available right now. It's the last day to use this promo, as you can see on the screen. Kaylin Clark, her points prop is set at 0.5 for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is the start of the WNBA season, so Prizepicks is giving us a free square. This is available for new users and existing users. So if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, this is an incentive to sign up right now, get this free square. If you already have an account on Prizepicks, this is available for you as well. So be sure to take advantage of this, guys, while it's still available. That game starts at 7:30 Eastern time on Tuesday night, so you have plenty of time to get this in. And even if you don't follow WNBA, you can just play this with NBA props or whatever sport you like. It's not like you have to play WNBA props. You can play whatever sport you want on Prizepicks. You can mix and match sports. So definitely sign up for Prizepicks, guys. If you don't have an account yet, again, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up to get your first deposit matched up to $100. And we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. You guys can check out Sleeper, linked down below in the description as well, or just use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. Now, if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, where you pick over or under on player projections, you build out your entry, you're able to make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you're able to win up to 100x your money. If you guys do want to check them out, again, use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper to get your first deposit matched up to $500. Now, before we talk through our props for Tuesday, guys, I want to recap the plays that we gave out in Monday's video. So gave out two plays Monday, and we cashed once again, man. We kept the hot streak going. That's now 11-0 over the last 11 picks we've given out on this YouTube channel. We've hit 11 straight. Two picks we gave out on Monday night both hit. Al Horford under 11.5 points plus assists. That was relatively sweat-free. Horford only had 6 points. He had 0 assists. Wasn't really much of a sweat. And then Derrick Jones Jr. over 8.5 points. He just went over like halfway through the third quarter. I just started recording this video. I was waiting, to see if he would finally go over. He had like 7 points in the first quarter. Went scoreless in the second quarter, but then finally got a bucket like halfway through the third quarter and went over his points prop. So we cashed both the plays from Monday on an 11-0 run right now. This has been an insane run. Hopefully you guys have been tailing and making some money. Let's try and keep it going, man. These hot streaks like this, they're not going to last forever, but it's fun when you can win consistently like this, and hopefully we can keep it going into Tuesday's slate. So let's talk through the props I'm liking for Tuesdays, guys, and let's try and make some money again. So for the first game of the night, Knicks and Pacers, the prop that I'm looking at in this game is going to be a rebounds plus assist prop. And I'm liking Isaiah Hartenstein less than 14.5 rebounds plus assists. And let's talk through why I like this prop. So if you look at this series, Hartenstein he's gone under this line in 3 out of 4 games. He did go over in game 2, had a big game on the boards. I think he had 12 rebounds that game. Also had 8 assists, which was a little bit of an outlier for Hartenstein. He's typically a guy that on normally averages like 2 to 3 assists per game, sometimes a little bit more. Had 8 assists in game 2, a little bit of an outlier there. But game 1 played 36 minutes, only had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Game 2, we just said 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Game 3 played 39 minutes and only had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, so went under in that game. Now last game he did only play 22 minutes, but the Knicks got absolutely destroyed last game. I don't think any of their starters played close to full minutes. They pulled the plug pretty early. The 22 minutes that Hartenstein played last game was definitely an outlier. I would not expect that to happen again. He probably will play low to mid 30s minutes if this game is competitive, and assuming he avoids foul trouble. But if you look at so far in this series, Hartenstein, he's typically been a good rebounder throughout his career. But in the playoffs, his rebounding numbers have actually been somewhat down. So far in the postseason, he's only averaging 7 rebounds per game on 13.1 rebound chances. Josh Hart has been the guy that's been doing all the, dominate. He's been the one dominating on the glass. Hart has averaged 20 rebound chances per game in the playoffs and 12.3 rebounds per game, 20 rebound chances. So, Hartenstein not only has his rebounding numbers been down in the playoffs, he's not really averaging a ton of rebound chances. Now, so far in this series, he's averaged a little bit more rebound chances, 15.5 per game, but he's still only averaging 7.8 rebounds per game. So the rebounding numbers have not been great for Hartenstein. And then if you look at his assist numbers, he's averaged 5.8 potential assists per game in this series, which is solid, but not like a huge number. And that number is kind of skewed because of that 8 assist game he had, which was obviously an outlier. Even in the playoffs, he's averaged just 4.3 potential assists per game. So he's only averaging 13.1 rebound chances per game. He's only averaging 4.3 potential assists per game in the playoffs, and that's with him playing bigger minutes. He's been playing pretty big minutes in the postseason. In the Sixers series, there was one game where he only played 18 minutes, but then 30, 26, 28, 27, 30, and then in this series, 36, 39, 39, and then 22 last game. But so far in the playoffs, he's only gone over this line once, and that was game 2 of this series. This line just feels a little bit high to me. If you look at right now, Hartenstein's rebounds prop is set at 10. His assist prop, I was looking at some sportsbook odds, like his assist prop is set at 4.5. But most sportsbooks are heavily favoring the under on 4.5 assists for Hartenstein. So I like getting this rebounds plus assist at 14.5, especially with his rebounds line being at 10, his assist prop being at 4.5, but heavily juiced towards the under. I like taking under on 14.5 rebounds plus assist. Hartenstein just hasn't really had the rebounding numbers so far in the postseason and in this series, even though this is kind of a better rebounding matchup for him. Obviously, last series against the Sixers was a really tough matchup for Hartenstein, really tough rebounding matchup. It's not like his rebounding numbers have been better in this series. I mean, they've not been that great in this series either. And the assist numbers, typically Hartenstein, not a guy you expect to get a bunch of assists. Maybe he gets like 4 or 5 assists here, but I would bet on him probably having less than 5 assists. And if he goes under 10 rebounds, I think we got a pretty good chance of him also going under 14.5 rebounds plus assists. I could see a scenario where he has like 11 or 12 rebounds, but still goes under this line if he only has like 2 or 3 assists. So that's why I like this prop the most here, but I don't mind taking less than 10 rebounds either. For Hartenstein, like I said, the rebound chances, they've been a little bit down in the playoffs. Josh Hart's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting on from the rebounding perspective. And also, the Knicks, they changed up their starting lineup, or they had to change up their starting lineup because they don't have OG Anunoby right now. They're starting Precious Achiuwa, or they did start Precious Achiuwa last game alongside Hartenstein. We'll see if they do that again. They actually started Miles McBride over Achiuwa in the second half last game, so maybe they change up the starting lineup tonight. Maybe they start McBride over Achiuwa. But if Achiuwa is starting alongside Hartenstein, that's probably going to be a bad for Hartenstein from a rebounding perspective, because Achiuwa is another guy. He's a big. He can rebound. He's typically been a good rebounder in his career. So you have Hart out there. You have Achiuwa out there. Those are guys that can crash the glass, that can take boards away from Hartenstein. So I think there's a lot of things working against Hartenstein here. I like less than 14.5 rebounds plus assists for him. And I was looking at some sportsbook odds. DraftKings Sportsbook specifically, they do have this prop favored towards the under. I think it was like minus 125, minus 130 last time I checked. So like that as our first prop for tonight. And then the next prop I like in the Nuggets and Timberwolves game is going to be Nikola Jokic, more than 12.5 rebounds. And let's talk through why I like this prop for Jokic. So in this series, Jokic has only gone over this line in 2 out of 4 games. In game 1, he had just 8 rebounds. Game 2, 16. Game 3, 14. Last game, only 7 rebounds. But if you look at so far in the playoffs, Jokic has been dominating on the glass. He's averaging 22.4 rebound chances per game and 14 rebounds per game in the playoffs. Now, his rebounding numbers were really, really good in the Lakers series. They haven't been as good in the Timberwolves series. Like so far in the Timberwolves series, if you look at his rebound chances, 22.4 so far in the playoffs, but in this series, 19.3. So his rebound chances have been a little bit down in this series, and that's probably because of the matchup against Minnesota. Gobert, a guy that can box out well, that can keep opposing bigs off the glass. But we know we're getting massive minutes here for Jokic with this being a pivotal Game 5. Jokic is probably going to play over 40 minutes if this game's competitive and, assuming no foul trouble. And if you look at so far in the playoffs, when Jokic has played at least 40 minutes, he's gone over this rebounds prop in 3 out of 4 games. The one game he went under was game 1 of this series when he played 41 minutes and only had 8 rebounds. But the rebound chances are still there. He's still playing huge minutes. I know the matchup overall might be a little bit tougher against Minnesota and against Gobert, but I was looking at some sportsbook odds. A lot of sportsbooks are favoring the over on this rebounds prop for Jokic. I think it was minus 125, minus 130 on DraftKings. It's minus 135 on Pinnacle. Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book. So anytime you can see it, you find a prop that's heavily favored one way or the other on Pinnacle, and you can play that on Prizepicks. Typically, that's going to be a relatively plus EV bet. So I do like this as our second prop for tonight. Nikola Jokic, more than 12.5 rebounds. Look, Jokic had 7 rebounds last game. That feels like a little bit of an outlier for him. More times than not, when Jokic plays like 40 minutes, you can typically bet on him getting like at least double-digit rebounds, if not more than 12.5. And so far in the playoffs, he's been rebounding really, really well. Been playing big minutes too, and you would expect that to continue in what could be like a must-win game for Denver. I mean, Game 5 is always a huge game in the playoffs when it's a tie series. So, like these as our 2 props for tonight, guys. Isaiah Hartenstein, less than 14.5 rebounds plus assist, and Nikola Jokic, more than 12.5 rebounds. If you guys are going to tell me on these 2 plays, let's hopefully keep this hot streak rolling and hit both these plays tonight for Tuesday. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Hit that like button down below if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, get your first deposit matched up to $100. But that's all I got. Good luck tonight, guys. We will see you in the next video.